Hi, my name is Lisa. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2003 at the age of 35 years old. I found the breast cancer with a breast self-exam. I found the lump. I immediately called my OBGYN. I did not hesitate. I went in. He asked for the proper testing. I had a mammogram, I had an ultrasound, and a biopsy. The biopsy was positive for breast cancer, and from there I went to my oncologist. I received chemotherapy. I also received a mastectomy on the left breast with reconstruction. It was a very rough road to go down, but you have to be strong. I made it. I am a survivor. I am proof that hope is growing.
Hi, my name is Joan, and I'm a 4-year breast cancer survivor. I'm so fortunate to live in the Cleveland area because we have 2 wonderful teaching hospitals with up-to-the-minute cancer treatments and research. I received wonderful care at the Cleveland Clinic where I had a double mastectomy and reconstruction during one very long surgical procedure. I had cancer on both sides, one detected by mammography and the other by MRI. Had I been in another location, MRI might not have been available, and I would have had to go through the whole procedure twice. But a woman shouldn't have to live in a large metropolitan area to receive treatment for breast cancer. That is why fundraising is so important, and groups like the National Breast Cancer Foundation are so essential. All women should have access to routine mammograms, as well as the whole range of treatment options, and fundraising efforts are helping that happen. As a survivor, I've heard many stories from many women, but one who I admire the most is Regina Brett, a columnist for the Cleveland Plain Dealer, who is also a cancer survivor. She has written a list of don'ts and do's to help those dealing with cancer. I'd like to share a few of them. Don't flee. Write, visit, or call. The burden of friendship is on the well person, and the longer the treatment, the lonelier it gets. Don't share cancer horror stories. It happened to me and just made me feel so afraid. Don't offer medical advice. Leave that to the experts. Don't be afraid of the person. Cancer isn't contagious. Don't point out anything that isn't flattering. No one wants to hear about how a bald head makes your ears look big. Don't say you know how the person feels. You really don't. Now for the do's. Do stay in touch by phone, email, and cards. I still reread the wonderful cards I received from loving friends and family. Do send movies, books, food, gift baskets, and containers that don't have to be returned. Instead of asking, what can I do, offer a few specifics. When someone gives you choices, it's easier to accept help. Ask, can I pick up something to eat or drink? Drive you to the library? Take you to a movie? Offer help to the person's main caretaker too. Can I watch the kids? Run an errand? Bring dinner? Do keep trying to keep in touch. If the person doesn't call you back, it might just be a bad day. When in doubt, just ask, is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable?
My name is Penny, and because of early detection, I am proud to say that I'm a 20-year breast cancer survivor. My story is that in May of 1991, I was taking a shower and discovered a lump in my left breast. I immediately went to my gynecologist the next day for an exam, and he immediately sent me for a mammogram. I had had a mammogram a few years before at the age of 39, and this was my second one. Of course, they discovered in the mammogram that the lump was malignant, so a week later I went to Mount Sinai Hospital in Cleveland and had a lumpectomy on my left breast. A few weeks after that I started chemotherapy and radiation, and that lasted for 6 months. I was fortunate enough back then that I did not lose my hair, and that's the way they did chemotherapy back then, but I don't know if it's that way now, but it is nothing. chemo, and I never got sick, not one day. In fact, after my 4th time with chemo, my husband and I left that afternoon to go to London for 5 days, and I was fine. Never sick, never threw up. So don't be afraid of that, because it's not as bad as some of the horror stories that you have heard. My advice for every woman, no matter what your age, is to do breast self-examination and to go to your gynecologist once a year. Start getting mammograms when you feel comfortable, especially after the age of 35. And I hope that all of you have as much success and that you don't get breast cancer, and if you do, that you have as much success as I have and manage to live 20 years and be an old lady like me. I'm going to lose that.